Hi Katie, I hope you and your family are doing well. I meant to get this video to you earlier, but we've just been adjusting to quarantine like everyone else, so it's been kind of crazy. I'm just gonna make a little video for you about just some skills you can practice for basketball. It'll include like shooting and dribbling and just some few things that you can work on over the next few weeks. And if you like this video, let me know and we can do another one as soon as you like. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is our so-called skill exercises, and those are important to do as your very first thing because they're kind of more hard to do when you're tired, so it's better to do them in the beginning of your workout. So we can head on over to the hoop. And I think we worked on this last time, but it's kind of just form shooting. Maybe boring, but it's definitely gonna help. So you can either do two hands or you can do one hand behind the back, whatever is easier for you. And you wanna just get 10 in a row at each spot. So you wanna be pretty close the first time. So you get 10 in a row here, just like this. And then take a step back, do 10 in a row, just like that. And then maybe take one more step back, like around here, not quite to the foul line, but around there, but make it. And then feel free, if that's going well, you can also go on the side. So you can do 10, 10, 10, and same thing on the other side. And you want to make sure that when you do this, your feet are about shoulder length apart and you're bending your knees, and you want to flick that wrist when you go up. And you want to make sure you're sitting kind of in like a chair, and then bend your knees and explode. One thing I forgot to mention in the previous video was that you want to always make sure when you're doing your form shooting and you start to get further and further away from the hoop, is that you use your legs to explode, and you want to make sure that instead when you go up on your shot, you want to make sure that your legs are the ones with all the power and doing most of the work rather than your arms kind of just throwing it up there. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is a layup drill, and you can do 20 reps of this, so one side on the left, one side on the right, and if you count that as one, you can do that 10 times, but if that's too many or too little, feel free to change it up, whatever is best for you. So you want to start around half court or at the top of your patio in your backyard, wherever you are. And you're going to basically just be doing a dribble move and then exploding to the hoop. So you can do any move you'd like, but you want to make sure that your head's up and you're doing it as fast as you can. So you can do crossover between the legs, you could do crossover behind the back, whatever feels most comfortable for you, and you're more than welcome to keep switching it up. So one of the most important things with this is you want to do as few dribbles as possible. I recommend 2, but if you're finding that you're taking 2 dribbles and then having to travel to get to the hoop, then obviously do 3, but as few dribbles as possible is best. So I'm going to just do one example for you, one on the right, one on the left, and then you'll just keep doing that continuously, and make sure that with your dribble move, you're mixing it up as much as you want. We'll make the first one. Okay, so here's the last drill. This is kind of a basic one, but we all know that dribbling is super important, especially if you are a guard. So a really good drill that I have been taught is just to stand in place and just dribble. So I can give you a few sequences to do. You can also just make some up on your own. And a great way to make sure that you're having your head up is to have your mom, your dad, your brother, anyone come outside and just hold up fingers. You've probably done this before, but you'll be dribbling and they'll be holding up fingers and you say 5, or you call out the numbers that they're holding up. So I can show you an example of a sequence that you can do, and a fun thing to do is maybe time yourself for a minute and just go as hard as you can. So here's an example of something that you may want to do. And you can also be calling out numbers. So for example, 5. Oh. And if you mess up, no problem, just 3, you know. So basically just any sequence like that. Anything that gets you tired and feels like you're getting your dribble in. I hope that was helpful, Katie, and I hope your family and you are doing well. And if you like this video, please let me know and I will make another.